you so much for tuning into
The Broke Philanthropist presents
F.A.H.B, which stands for Fashion, Art, History, and Beauty. So our motto, I guess
we're still working on it.
Yeah. We show you the fashion, the art, and the history before we show you the beauty. And we'll explain what that means.
Exactly. So stay tuned. After this, we're going to show you what we did at the ComiCon. And we're going to present our interviewees and how they were inspired by the costumes they made. So it was a really fun event.
It was.
It was kind of hot, but
it was hot.
It was because of us.
But no. if you notice, I'm wearing the t-shirt. Yay! Dover ComiCon.
Yes, it was very big. It was bigger than we expected because we only thought it was just
we
like
thought it was going to be small.
But when we went, it was like wow. It was like a kind of like a shock to me. And it was a little bit overwhelming, but overall, we got to see some really cool people. They did an excellent job with cosplay. And so, yeah, it was a really great first time experience for me. So,
and we should also state we don't do our makeup like this on a regular basis.
No, because people would be like, "What's up with that makeup?
Yeah,
What
so
you doing?"
this is actually inspired by stuff.
So
for ComiCon,
exactly. So mine was Wednesday Addams inspired,
or Wendy, as everybody else decided to call
or Linda Maria meets Wednesday Addams. So this was my whole shindig here.
Is that really what it was? Those two ladies.
It was kind of, yeah. I mean, you could just tell, but no, it was. I want to do something a little bit. I love like the whole black ensemble, and I love Wednesday Addams because she's like my spirit animal, kind of. Not really, but. She was really
like no spirit.
She had no spirit, and I think
thing.
That's kind of like So that's my thing.
That's kind of like Izzy. She has no spirit.
I know I don't. And so I try to recreate something a little bit more with a little bit more color and a little bit more lighter complected, but I'm still brown, so you can still see it, so it doesn't matter. So that was mine. And
I was Harley Quinn. That's why I have pigtails. And they're red. Mine's not as cool as yours, my backstory. Basically, we went to Hot Topic, and I was like, oh, all of this Harley Quinn stuff's on sale. I should just buy it for the ComiCon. Yes. And I did. I had some really cool shoes and cool leggings and a cool sweater, and then I just threw on a black dress.
Yes, which my dress was from Hot Topic as well. So,
yes,
and it
Hot
was like
Topic
it was the only dress there, and I'm like, please.
And it was your size. It was like
it was
a sign.
It's a sign. So I didn't think this was gonna fit, and I'm like, wow, it actually did. And you know what? It really did flatter. Like, I mean, I didn't want it to be like cut tight either way. I wanted to be flowing and dressy. So it was really, it was nice. So holler, Hot Topic, go over there and check some stuff out. And we also, what else did we get?
Stuff.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just bought that. But we like Hot Topic.
We do.
And you're going to get to see our really cool, awesome outfits in the rest of this video, which our friend, Nathan, was really awesome and sweet enough to follow us around and film us because we made him. And he got some really awesome shots of the entire event as well as the interviews that we're going to show you.
Exactly.
So stick around for that. And then afterwards, we're going to discuss a little bit about the fashion, the art, the history, and do a beauty tutorial that inspired these looks. Well, no, they didn't inspire them. It was just, this is how we did the look.
Yeah, we're just kind of like, let's just put glitter and all this other stuff on.
So makeup by Izzy.
Yay.
So
I'm not a makeup artist, but I do like
she is an artist and she does makeup, but it's not together.
It's not together because I know there's a lot of makeup artists that, that deserve that recognition because they've done it for so long. But I, on the other hand, I've just been dabbling in it for the past couple of years. So it's like I don't have any credentials. I don't do anyone else's makeup. And if I do, it's just,
it's just
here and
me.
there.
It's just my makeup.
Just her. No. Which doesn't count. But
I've been making faces this whole time. It's okay.
But yeah, it was really fun. So stay tuned and watch the rest of the video. class called Art Philanthropist, presenting F.A.H.B, which is
Fashion, Art, History, Brochure, Beauty. So basically we kind of delve into a little bit of the fashion, and since this is Comic-Con, there's all sorts of fashion.
Yeah.
And we just want to know a little bit about how you got your costume together, what inspired it, and what made you come here today.
Well, Ghostbusters has been my thing since I was a kid. So since I saw the cartoon, saw the movie, I always wanted to be a Ghostbuster. So when I was little, I had the car, the toy car, and now I own the big car. So, yeah. So the Echo one is mine. I've been working on it. I got it early last year. So it's just a dream. The car, the look, it all comes from the movie, but it's all that early, early 80s feel, and you still get that feeling when you watch the movie. So it's like you can be anybody, no matter what size, what look you have, and still pull off a Ghostbuster.
That is true. And how long have you been cosplaying for?
We're doing it 4 years now. Yeah, we do this. We also do steampunk Ghostbusters, and a couple other costumes here and there. Yeah.
Are you from Delaware?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
And I see your badge from Vegas. Are you Hispanic?
Yep.
So you're like the Hispanic Ghostbuster?
Yep, the only one, as far as I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for letting us be here. We really want to create awareness and bring more people out for next year. I mean, not that it's not big enough, but it's really been a great turnout.
Yeah, that's great.
It was awesome meeting you.
Thanks. Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Great for coming.
So, Louise?
Yep.
Nicole? Rose. Okay. And you're supposed to be?
Cyborg.
Cyborg? Starfire. Blackfire. Okay. So, what inspired you to do this?
Well, Starfire, okay, I watched Teen Titans a lot as a kid, as I'm sure most 90s children did. And my favorite was always Starfire. I never wanted anyone else to be on screen but Starfire. And so I just found my love for her through that. And now I know more about comic book Starfire as well, and I'm just immersing myself into her character, and I just absolutely love her so much.
Awesome. No, it looks really nice. Very nice.
And did you make your costumes?
Yes.
You did?
And for you?
Well, I grew up watching Teen Titans, and I've always been one for villains. I've never really been for superheroes. Lame. And I always just like Blackfire. I wish I had more screen time,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Awesome.
To be completely honest, I just like doing the people don't like, the person that no one likes to do. I mean, you don't really see a cyborg out here, so. And back in the day, I used to love cyborgs. He was the big guy, doing all the action stuff. And I made all this too, all with EVA foam, so.
No, it looks really good. How long did it take you to make this?
3 months, during a week, just weekends though, just a couple, 4 or 5 hours a weekend, just bit by bit, so. It wasn't too bad. Thank you.
You're the, because you're the only one I know from Sussex County that's also Hispanic that does, this type of, cosplay. So, but now that I came here, I see a lot more Hispanics doing it. So that's really awesome. We want to raise awareness. And anyone can do it. Doesn't matter what, your ethnic background, everyone's welcome.
And there's Sussex County too.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. Where do you live, specifically?
She lives in Milford. I really
No, I got it. It looks awesome. This is my first time here, our first time here. So it was a really nice turnout. So yeah, definitely. And so but I've seen your Instagram and you're pretty active. Everyone's active with.
Do you guys go to other Comic-Cons in other states?
Oh, absolutely. We've been going to conventions since 2009. So we've been to Otakon, Katsucon. I went to New York Comic Con at one point. We've been to AwesomeCon. We've been to Eastern Fur Fan Con. This is our first time here as well, though. So I didn't know its existence. That's pretty cool.
No, and how long you've been doing it at the same time?
Yep.
As well?
Yeah. We're sisters.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's because of the wig or something. I was just
no,
okay. But the frame, you guys are very thin, which it looks really nice on you. It looks really nice on you. So, yeah.
Cut that out.
I know. Awesome. Well, thank you so much much for taking the time to talk to us, because we really want to spread awareness, and this is our, like you said, this is the second annual Dover ComiCon, and we're just trying to spread awareness. So thank you so much. Yeah. So so hopefully you guys liked the video that just happened right now. It was a lot of fun, like we said before.
So much fun. So many cool people that we met.
It was very.
And that leads us into fashion, cosplay, fashion,
History,
art,
or
history. See, F.A.H.B, F.A.H.B,
fashion,
but the H is
art,
silent.
history, beauty. There we go.
So fashion. What did you think about everybody's wear, their fashion wear?
I really enjoyed it. It was, some people did make their own costumes, which made it more original, and it was really impressive because it's really time consuming.
Cinderella,
that was really nice.
That
yes.
was she. I can't believe she made that dress, and she was so young.
She's only 16 years old.
I have a hard time sewing a straight line, so she made it.
She did
a
really good job.
She did.
Yeah, and then the Weeping Angel from Doctor Who.
That was insane.
That was really
commentary.
Very, very impressive. And I wish, when I looked at all the people that did their own costumes, I kind of like envied them, because it's like it takes time, dedication,
it does,
and to get that precision. So I really enjoyed it, and I admired that.
So definitely. We decided for next year we are gonna go all out.
We are.
So if you guys have any ideas of what kind of fashion we should portray,
let us know.
And it's going to be another year. So maybe we'll try to make another cosplay event.
Hopefully. So
I guess that moves us into art.
Yes.
So art.
Which is the art of the cosplay, correct?
Yeah. And well, their costumes.
And their costumes.
Because they're really, making the costumes themselves is an art.
It is.
One of our friends that we interviewed, Luis, he made his costume out of like PVC pipes, like all sorts of stuff that you would never think to use for a costume. I don't think we interviewed her, but Katie Coe, another cosplayer,
definitely.
She makes her own corsets, and she was about to start selling them, I think. I don't think she has a store launched yet, but when she does, we'll definitely send you that link on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Mm-hmm. But she had corsets that were molded specifically for the body.
Exactly. And I love that, because it's every individual is different, and so for her to kind of like go ahead and just figure out your shape, if it's appropriately, and I like that, because you can't really find anything like that around anywhere. And it probably costs like a plethora amount of money, which we don't really have because we're broke,
and hence the name.
Yes.
And the fact that I'm just so impressed that all of these people are still, although they're the same character, it's not all the same, because I saw like a million Harley Quinns there.
Oh, yeah,
but
definitely.
Every Harley Quinn was different. Of course, mine was like, I found this sweater, so I am wearing it. But some of these girls were really all out in their corsets, in different versions of it. I saw jumpsuits, I saw shorts, I saw dresses, I saw tutus, all sorts of fun stuff. So there's definitely an art behind it, and I think it really depends on the individual's taste.
Exactly. Yeah, I would have to agree. There were a lot of different, they're all individual, so it was really nice to get their perception of what art or fashion it was. So, I have to respect that, because coming from an art background, I know that you have to have like your own original, your own type of, I guess, creativeness, in a sense. So, no, I really did enjoy that.
So that was really fun to watch. Mm-hmm. And that'll move us into the history. So the first World Science Fiction Convention was held in 1939 in New York. And this was the first time that people dressed up. But according to the research we did, it was only 2 people. And it was a guy and a girl, one woman dressed in like an extravagant gown, and one guy dressed as like a rugged pilot. So this was the first time this happened. Word kind of got out, and then half a century later, we're all doing it for fun.
It is fun. It is very, because it's just a place where you can just go ahead and just be yourselves without being judged. And
yeah, and you get to still be a kid. I think that's what I loved most about this, because
you see a lot of parents there too with their kids, and they're both dressed up, and I'm like, that's really cool, and they get to experience that with them, and it's really
my favorite's
nice.
like when the parent like dresses as something that supports like their child's
I know,
character.
like Batman, Robin.
Yeah, and it's like the child is Batman and the parent's Robin.
Yeah.
It's like
I
it's
like
so
that.
cute,
And it's really it is.
and I think it really pushes on for kids to think more, to imagine more, to be more creative. So it's awesome. Because there is an art to, well, now we're moving back to art, but it doesn't matter. But there is an art to costuming and cosplay, and we also found out that there is a difference, according to the research. Costuming is more for sci-fi, whereas cosplay stands for costume play, and this was coined by, I believe his name is pronounced Nev Takashi, so if I'm wrong, please correct me, you guys. Send us a message.
No hard feelings.
Yeah, we like to know right things.
As long as it's constructive criticism.
Please, else we're gonna cry. But anyway, so cosplay, you aim to look and act almost exactly like the character that you're portraying. So we didn't really do.
We did a good job with our character, but it was the first for me. Like I said, it was my first experience, so I went ahead and tried my best to not smile for the pictures, but I ended up doing so. I had a little smirk.
Everybody that took you, they're like, no, smile like Wednesday. You're like,
I'm like, well, whatever. I tried, but no, it was really nice, and we got our pictures taken a couple of times, so that was pretty neat.
So we might make it into the newspaper.
I know. I really didn't think that was gonna happen. I'm like, I don't know. My costume's pretty lame because it's not really homemade, but.
I think it's because we were hanging out with cool people. Because whenever our pictures were taken, we were with people that had amazing costumes that they made themselves, and we're like, we're standing here too.
Blur us out because we're like insignificant.
No, we were like the supporting characters to their life at that moment.
But next year we're definitely gonna go all out. And
we are, and hopefully next year we can bring you guys along and interview people right then and there. With everything for the podcast, for the YouTube. Well, I guess we did that this year, except not for the podcast. But.
Oh, and by the way, this was held in Delaware, so if no one's really familiar with Delaware. Delaware is like, just research on Delaware.
It's like this little.
It's not a city, it's a state.
Well, it's not this little. That's like Rhode Island.
Yeah, but it's a little bit
It's like this
bigger.
little.
Yeah.
And then Dover is like this.
That's small. But it was, nonetheless, it's putting Delaware on the map. For sure, because we don't really have anything like this, and for Comic-Con to be held in Dover is like a big thing.
It's a big deal because last year I had to go all the way to Philadelphia for the Comic-Con there for Wizard World, I believe. But that was fun, so I'm glad that we're doing it here now, and hopefully it gets bigger next year.
And hopefully we go to different places. New York, I heard it's like really big, and I really want to go up there and check that out. And I really, 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 really want to see the Peter Griffin impersonator because he is amazing. So if you're watching this, we're gonna come get you next time. So
that sounds so
we're gonna
scary.
get you.
Roar. In a nice way, though. Like, we're going to say hi.
We're just going to scratch you, literally. Maybe.
We won't do that. No.
Just watch your back.
Well, anyway, speaking of Peter Griffin, the cosplayer, I guess we can call him, he does a very good job with his outfit, and he doesn't need to wear makeup, but we did to do our look. So, stay tuned, because Izzy did my makeup and her makeup, and we're going to show you exactly what we did for that big day. And to recreate it.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys learn a little bit of something. I'm not a makeup artist. I like doing makeup. So there's two different things because I just do here and there. I don't really pay a lot of money. I do it for free basically. But no, if you want any questions or if you have anything that you want to ask that you have questions about, just, send us a message and give us your opinion about the whole thing.
And we'll put all of those links on our page. So just make sure to expand it and click. And I guess our email too, just in case you guys want that. And we're going to put that on a shirt. I'm not a makeup artist. I just do makeup.
That's perfect. I like that. So for Anna's makeup, I used a regular foundation brush from Sephora. And I used Revlon Color Stay and Maybelline Dewy and Smooth and went ahead and applied that. For her her eyeshadow, I used Urban Decay and Eden. And for the base, I used Brick and MAC, and went ahead and just used a regular flat brush for that. And just pat it on instead of smearing it. Make sure to pat it. For her crease, I used Makeup Forever Black and number 4, and I used the MAC blending brush. It's like one of my favorite blending brushes. And you can use darker blacks, you can try to use darker purples to kind of bring it out, give it more dimension. And for her highlight, I used Urban Decay. I forget what it's called, but it's more like a golden tone to it. So for her, underneath her eyes, I used the same Makeup Forever and black number 4 and smudged that in. And I went ahead and just kept blending because I feel like blending is so important when it comes to transitions. And for her eyeliner, I used Kat Von D and Trooper. And practice makes perfect. It doesn't have to be precise, and you can always go back for her with the base if it's a little bit more, if it gets dull. So make sure to keep that saturation. And for her blush, I used Tarte in Flush and went ahead and blended that in. For her highlight, I used the Vanilla Pigment in MAC. And to get that precise contour, I went ahead and kind of used a more precise line on her cheek to give it more definition. And for her eyebrows, and for her eyebrows, I used Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in dark brown to give it more of that precise line. For her lips, I used Brick Lip Liner by MAC. I went ahead and drew. You can always go a little bit out your natural lip line to give it more of that pouty look. And then for her actual lipstick, I used MAC's Fixed On Drama. Very pretty color. So we did that. And to give it more of like a sheen look, go ahead and put some lip gloss. It doesn't have to be red, it could just be clear. And to give it more that defined look, just use concealer or foundation. So for me, I went ahead and used the same Urban Decay primer in Eden. And for the base, I used Makeup Forever in number 6. It's a really bright pink. It's really nice. And I went ahead and used the same blending brush and used Makeup Forever number 4 as well and blended that in. And then I used Sugar Pill's Heartbreaker, and I used 2 AM for that and started blending that away. And I used Vanilla Pigment in MAC. And for the corner of my eye, I used Urban Decay in Fishnet. I went ahead and blended that in. For the eyeliner, I used the same Kat Von D eyeliner in Trooper. Practice makes perfect again. So I wanted to do that. And I used the same Anastasia Eyebrow Powder Duo in dark brown. Nice and pretty. And then I left. And then I came back. And I used, for the foundation, Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation, which I absolutely love, in medium 56. And I tried to extend my eyeliner, but that didn't go well, and I had a sad face. So I went ahead and wiped that out. And mistakes always happen. They're not always perfect. And just go ahead and fix that up and put foundation under it, and it looks better. For the underneath my eyes, I used Makeup Forever number 6, the bright pink as well, and I used black to kind of blended that all together. I use the same Tarte and Flush for my blush. And Kat Von D, I've been using the shade Light for my foundation, or for my powder on top of my foundation. And used her contour. And then I left, and then I came back. I used the same brick liner. And I kind of went a little bit further than my natural lip line, just to give it that more pouty look. And then I use the Fixed On Drama all over. Yay! We hope you liked our video, and make sure to subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to follow, like, love us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We will have those links in the info box.
Until next time.